Now, I know we all excited for the drop today at launch, 12 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm beyond excited. But before we even hop into this, I just want to give you guys a little special announcement. So, I recently got approved to have YouTube memberships on, and if you don't know what that is, it's similar to Twitch subscriptions where you pay a monthly subscription price. For this channel, it's going to be $5. I believe 70% of it goes to me directly, and it's basically not required by any of you to join, but if you would like to, you can go ahead and join and support me in an extra way, I guess you could say. There are going to be some perks developed in the future. I'm going to be going ahead and getting us certain badges and emojis in the future, and they're going to be exclusive, of course, to members. And then we're going to have some perks such as I'm going to be able to host a custom members only league. And then another perk that you'll be getting is whenever we have roster update predictions and you have a player in specific that you want to go ahead and invest in, I'll do the responses to your player basically in a community post instantly. And then last but not least, the third perk you get is you're going to get shout outs in the beginning / end of the video where I basically just thank you for supporting me, going an extra step towards supporting me. Now, it is not required. It is up to you. If you feel like going ahead and taking an extra step and supporting me, then by all means. If you don't worry about it. I'm still replying to all of your comments and I'm still showing the same love I would be showing if you were a member. Just know that. Just a little bit of extra perks for going the extra step. Now let's talk about the Excel sheet. A lot of people wanted me to give you guys a template, so that's exactly what I'm doing right here. So to start off the template, this is what I would be doing. I would be listing on section A the player. On section B, I would be listing the team. So section A, let's say you were doing a player program for George Brett. You would put George Brett right here. And then you would tally each and every single mission he has, whether offline or online. And then if it allows you to use any team, then you would put any, meaning you can use any player of any team. Any position, you would put any. And if it's only offline missions, which means you can complete them offline or online, except for Conquest, of course, then you go ahead and put whatever the statistics are. If it's repeatable, you're gonna do how I did over here with Curtis Granderson, where I have it as repeatable. And then if you got more than one player, which you will have more than one player, you would put a Curtis Granderson, let's say player program. The first mission, it's online only, so I have it right here, and it's repeatable. It says I can use any center fielder, and I have to get 10 hits in total in order to get mission points. Once I get 10 hits, that's going to go ahead and give me a certain amount of mission points, and it's repeatable, so I can do it multiple times. Same thing with the extra base hits, except now I have a restriction. I have to use Yankees. Are there any position restrictions? No, it's basically any position of Yankee players, and then I need to get 3 extra base hits in total with them, and it's repeatable. Some missions you're gonna find out, maybe they do it this year, maybe they don't, require a certain amount of games for you to get them within. So if that is the case, then you put next to the extra base hits, etc., or you can even make another section right here, how many games you have left. And then if you're doing team affinities, which I promise all of you are going to be doing team affinities, if there are any specific missions that you can do offline or online, most of the missions that you will see offline you will be able to do online as well, unless it's specific to Conquest. You would put TA Cardinals because you're doing the team affinity for the Cardinals. If it requires you to only use Cardinal players, you would put STL because that's what St. Louis is. And then the positions it only allows you to use, if it's only allowing you to use first baseman, second baseman, and shortstops of the St. Louis Cardinals, that's what you would put. And then you would fill out your Conquest team with maybe only 1 Cardinal player, maybe 3 Cardinal players, and then you would just be trying to get runs batted in with Cardinals players, etc. And that's basically the template I want you guys to follow when it comes to the Excel sheet. Now we're gonna go ahead and dive into how my team is going to look like, and this is one of the most important steps I think personally is when it comes to Diamond Dynasty. You want to jump in with a plan. So you want to do the same thing I did right here. You're obviously probably not going to edit a picture like I did, but I did this for visual representation. You guys might just go ahead, write it down on a notepad or an Excel sheet where you put each position and the player you plan on getting for that position. So let me go ahead and open that up so you all can see what it is I am planning on doing on day 1 and how I expect my team to be looking on day 1 as well. So we're going to go ahead and change the window capture from my Excel sheet over to my pictures, which I do not see, so give me 1 second. So now that we're in my image, as you can see, I'm planning on getting Joey Gallo at right field. I plan on getting Ken Griffey Jr. from the 2 diamond choice packs. I'm gonna get one Ken Griffey Jr. and then the other one is gonna be Pedro. You guys are gonna see it in a second. Left field, I'm getting Giancarlo Stanton. Now at first, I had Yordan Alvarez, and this is why I say it's important to have a game plan going into Diamond Dynasty. At first, I had Yordan Alvarez, and you're gonna see why I changed them up. At first base, I had Max Muncy. Second base, Ketel Marte. Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts, because I can rake with Xander Bogaerts. I like his swing, and I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of defense in order to get myself a good hitting shortstop. And then at third base, I have Corbin Hayes. Now, I didn't have Corbin Hayes at third base originally, and then at catcher, the reason why you don't see a card with 42 series is because that's gonna be my ball player. I'm gonna be playing catcher, switch hitting catcher, most likely gonna make him a contact archetype. Now, the reason why I took Yordan Alvarez out of left field is because I looked at my team and the starting outfield was 3 lefties. So you have 3 lefties in the starting lineup automatically. Then I had Max Muncy at third base. That's 4 lefties. And then I'm adding Dominic Smith as the 5th lefty at first base. I can't have that. Me, I'm a hitter that likes to have a balanced lineup. I like to have a balanced amount of lefties and righties. So what I decided to do was, okay, in order to fix this up, with the players that we have seen so far that are going to be available at launch, let me go ahead and change it up a little bit. So I said, who is a good replacement for Yordan Alvarez? Giancarlo Stanton, of course. So I slotted Giancarlo Stanton in there. He's going to have amazing power numbers, and his defense is probably going to be better than Yordan Alvarez because the man won or was close to winning a Gold Glove, I believe, before. Corbin Hayes, I decided to move Max Muncy over to first base and take Dominic Smith out of my game plan because too many lefties. I like having a balanced lineup. And Max Muncy, I know he has a cheat code swing. Probably going to be a good defender at first base, but it's going to have amazing power, which is what I will need. And then third base, I brought Corbin Hayes because I like having 3 righties, I like having 3 lefties, and I like having 2 switch hitters. Even at times, I like having more switch hitters than righties or lefties. It just depends how good the players are. But I got Corbin Hayes because I believe he's going to be balanced in terms of hitting, and he's going to have exceptional defense, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So that's what I believe is going to be important for a lot of people to do, to go ahead and create a game plan. If you have to go into a notepad and write center, semicolon, ball player, first base, semicolon, Dominic Smith, second base, semicolon, David Fletcher, you do that. If you have to write it down on a notebook, you do that. And then make sure that when you enter the game, Diamond Dynasty launch night, you go ahead and go into each and every single stat and write down what it is you're going to be needing for each of those players to acquire them. So leave space between them. It's important. Leave spaces between them. Now, when it comes to starting pitchers, I plan on getting Pedro Martinez with my second choice of the starter diamond pack. And then when it comes to team affinities, I plan on getting Patrick Corbin because Patrick Corbin, I don't know what it is, but in the game he's glitchy. He has a good fastball, good off-speed pitches, but the speed differential on his curveball is what makes him glitchy. It goes from him throwing mid-90s fastballs to him throwing a low 70s curveball, which will throw a hitter off balance really quickly. Jack Flaherty, he has an amazing arsenal. I plan on buying Bob Gibson. That's why you see a third starter diamond. I plan on buying the entire starter diamonds collection just because I know it probably will be used in the first inning programs collection to give me extra points towards completing that first inning. So I'm gonna most likely buy Bob Gibson as the first one I buy out of all 10. And then Jose Berrios, I believe he has the best arsenal out of all the remaining team affinities that we have seen. So that's why I got him at 5th. Bullpen, I'm most likely going to have a bullpen full of silvers and golds to start off the game. And then as I continue to progress, that's where I'll be upgrading or focusing my upgrades after I got everybody else ready to go. But as I said, this is what I find important. I find it important to go with an attack plan into Diamond Dynasty because it is very easy to just go ahead and get overwhelmed by all the missions and everything coming right at your face. You can do this, you can do that to obtain this diamond, to obtain that diamond, which diamond is better, this, that, and the third. Do what you feel is best for you when it comes to the game plan. Do whatever players you like first. And then if you plan on being a competitive player, then you look at the rankings, etc. when YouTubers go ahead and post them, like myself, and then you say, okay, I like Berrios a lot. but I like Jack Flaherty more. Clearly, Jack Flaherty is higher on the rankings as well, so I'm gonna prioritize on getting Jack Flaherty first for my starting rotation, etc. And you do the same thing for hitters. You find what it is that you want to go ahead and fill, and you do exactly that. Now, I have one more video coming out. It should be uploaded before 6 p.m. Eastern, so stay tuned for that. Most likely going to be uploaded at 5, and it's going to be the final video before launch. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that red subscribe button. Join the Loyalty Kingdom. Make sure you go ahead and click on the channel, community tab, interact with me there, channel, more Bhlademyst, subscribe to my other channels, and then turn on the notifications for this channel. Follow me on all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. That's where I'm most active at right now. I will announce Twitch whenever I go on Twitch. And then last but not least, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm gonna be a birthday boy tomorrow, you get me? I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.